Right, it was Chelsea up against Blackburn Rovers, and Chelsea was the only team that won on the night, right? Um, that's talking about the big sides. Newcastle, of course, defeated Manchester United. Liverpool won, of course, against Bournemouth. But the big one and the shocker for me has to be Arsenal up against West Ham. Arsenal losing there, who I would say Mikel Arteta will take most of the fault. But let's look at the pairings for the quarterfinal while taking a look at some of this match. Chelsea will now be taking on Newcastle as they move on to the quarterfinal of the EFL Cup. And it was quite a good one there. It was quite a good one there. Everton will be up against Fulham. Chelsea will take on Newcastle, like I mentioned earlier. Port Vale will be up against Middlesbrough, and Liverpool will take on West Ham United. And that is going to be quite an interesting tie. So Man City is out. Manchester United, the holders of the cup, they are out. Arsenal is out. Arsenal is out. Yes, they are out. Arsenal is out. So we're left with probably Liverpool and Newcastle, who people think are going to be the one to take on or be the main contenders as it stands at this particular time for the round of 8 when it comes to the EFL Cup. So that was how it went down over the week in the EFL Cup. All right, this weekend, of course, there's going to be quite a lot of action around Europe. That's talking about the EPL, talking about the Spanish La Liga, talking about the Serie A. But let's take a look at the Spanish La Liga. Today, Atletico Madrid will be up against Las Palmas. It's going to be quite one, because Atletico Madrid are doing quite well in the league. And something that is quite interesting is that Atletico Madrid will be bidding to make it 7 straight wins in La Liga when they travel to Estadio Gran Canaria on Friday. That's later on today to take on Las Palmas. Diego Simeone's side are 3rd in the table, 3 points behind leaders Real Madrid with a game in hand, while Las Palmas occupy 10th position, boasting 14 points from their opening 11 matches of the campaign. And that will be La Liga for today. Now, for Coppa Italia, fresh from the Coppa Italia second round success in midweek, Bologna returned to Serie A action with a home encounter against Lazio at the Stadio Renato Dalla Ra. That's later on today. The hosts currently sit 8 in the top flight, while the visitors are just 1 place and 1 point above their upcoming opponents. And that will be Italian Serie A for today. And then moving on to the French Ligue 1 for today. A 5th successive win across all competitions is on offer for PSG when they welcome Montpellier HSC to Parc des Princes for today's Ligue 1 battle. Parc des Princes. The prawns or prince or Parc des Princes. Well, Jean-Luc Oshofa, maybe you should help me there with some of your French. Parc de France, the prawns. I love, we all love French. Now, that will be, of course, the Ligue 1 battle today. Luis Enrique's men starved of a late Brest fight back to defeat Les Pirates 3-2 last time out, while the visitors put 3 past to lose without reply in the Occitane derby. Then let's take a look at the German Bundesliga for today. SV Darmstadt 98 will be aiming to bounce back from successive defeats when they host VfL Bochum in the Bundesliga. The visitors remain winless from their opening 9 matches, but drawing 5 time means they will head into this contest outside of the automatic relegation zone. So that will be for the German Bundesliga. Now let's talk a little bit about contracts. Let's head over to the Spanish La Liga, where Brazilian forward Rodrigo, who at some point was expected to probably join Liverpool, has signed a new extended contract at Real Madrid until 2028 with a reported release clause of €1 billion. The 22-year-old has scored 39 goals in 179 games for Real and also has 18 Brazil caps. The forward joined La Liga club age 18 from Brazilian side Santos. Now, during his time at Real, he has won 2 La Liga titles, the Copa del Rey and the UEFA Champions League, the European Super Cup and the Club World Cup. He was also included in Brazil's 2022 World Cup squad, making 5 appearances in Qatar. Rodrigo's international teammate Vinicius Jr. also extended his contract with the club until 2027 earlier this week. Los Blancos, the Merengues, whatever you want to call them, Real Madrid. Some people might say arguably the best club in the world. Some people will say without doubt the #1 top club in the world. Well, they are keeping their stars together. Jude Bellingham, of course, looking like the player of the season. What will happen if Kylian Mbappe doesn't sign a new contract with PSG and moves to Real Madrid. Well. Real Madrid with Jude Bellingham, with Kylian Mbappe, and of course, Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. are going to be quite something else. All right. So, but what is happening with Manchester United? I wish I could take some calls, but that will be tomorrow, 11 a.m. on the beautiful game. Let us talk tomorrow. Manchester United will be a major talking point. What is happening there? Eric Ten Hag, is he going to be sacked? They went up against Newcastle. Man, this is a match I would love to watch the highlights over and over again. It was a whooping at Old Trafford. They lost to Manchester City. They are losing to Newcastle. And this was a thorough whooping. What is wrong with Manchester United? What is happening? What is happening? I mean, look at this. They could not do anything while they were up against Newcastle. Do you think the coach is a problem? Casemiro, of course, couldn't complete that match. He's now injured. He didn't come up for the second half. But Newcastle United were just lethal against them, scoring some beautiful goals and all of that. So the issue now would be, what is happening to Manchester United? Oh, Nana, what's my name? Oh, Nana, what's my name? Well, let's take a look at some of the fixtures that will be happening. That's what we'll round up with in the EPL this weekend. Of course, there's quite a lot that would happen over this weekend. It will be quite some interesting matches. And what your club, how are they playing? Or how are they going to go this weekend? Are they going to stand up to the plate? Fulham will be up against Manchester United. Brentford will take on West Ham. Manchester City will take on Bournemouth. Sheffield United will take on Wolves. It will be Burnley up against Crystal Palace. Everton will be up against Brighton. That's talking about Roberto De Zerbi and his boys. Newcastle will take on Arsenal. That is the match of the weekend. That's going to be quite something. Nottingham Forest will be up against Unai Emery and Aston Villa. Luton Town will take on Liverpool. Wow, there is another London derby. It's Tottenham against Chelsea. Chelsea, what's going to happen? Juwon, Tago, what's happening? Juwon says you're going to win. Tago, are you sure? No, Tago going to cry. Because last time we watched Chelsea match together, Tago just cry. So, would there be tears for Chelsea? Let us know. Would it end in praise or end in tears? Well, that's all that we have for you on the big game. Of course, let's head over to the most important part of the show for now. Not that important. Food is important. I'm actually quite hungry. Titi, have you had breakfast this morning? Or, of course...